Hello, how are you today? Hope everything's good with you, and welcome to another episode of gaming news, deals, all that jazz. Today we have a short episode, at least a few topics. Should be the calm before the storm for the Game Awards, at least relative to gaming news. Um, I got some interesting PC hardware news, mainly from Intel. Intel launched their Arc GPUs some time ago, and from what I gathered, they had some difficulties on optimizations, and they launched new drivers to boost mainly DirectX 9 game performance, supposedly up to 2.3 times. Promises even more optimizations ahead, which is also good. I hope it really just not the marketing stuff here, the 2.3. It's always up to, so take it with a grain of salt, all the announced improvements on this. But it's good to see that Intel is doing good, at least for their expectations regarding their GPU, because it's always good to have competition, at least for us gamers and consumers. The more the competition, the better. It makes companies to do better graphics, more competitive prices, and Intel is a very welcomed brand to come in and do their stuff and hopefully drive the prices down and the performance up. From the graphs here, it seems that they improve a lot, at least for older games. The X9, they have a very good. They implemented from the beginning the AV1 encoding on their GPUs, which is good for streamers and everything, and even to do recording, game capture, and everything in decent quality in small file sizes. I hope that they also here some DirectX 12 and 11, some new games that came out, Call of Duty, Shadow Tomb Raider, the Dying Light, all they are improving little by little. I don't know when the second generation, which is I think called Battle Mage, will come, but I think in a year or so, because they have to mature first this kind of first generation of GPUs, and then they will, I hope they will go ahead and keep on improving and getting better, because in my personal opinion, Nvidia needs to be humbled in how they are dealing with customers, at least in the private sector. Corporate sector is another thing completely, but yeah. And regarding Nvidia, I have another stuff, because they are basically doing the thing of I think I talked this yesterday regarding the 47 Ti, and I found it a little bit strange, the price they are doing the MSRP $899. It's basically the same price as the 4080 12 gigabytes. From what I could gather, it's exactly the same price. The only thing that changed is the freaking name, which is unbelievable how they are doing this generational launch of the 40 series is being a debacle. The 4080, which is the 4080 16 gigabytes, has been a debacle. They did less GPUs than the 4090. It didn't sell. There is the thing with scalpers. They bought a lot of 4080s, and they now cannot even sell them, and they cannot even return it because the stores are not accepting returns out of nowhere. They have to have a problem for them to return. So it's being a debacle for Nvidia. I don't like their practices for some time now. But for me, I used Nvidia before. But my example is it's very rare, because the last GPU that I used is the 1060 6 gigabytes, I think, if not mistaken. It's way long back, but I see the evolution, and they think with this thing of the shortage and the crypto stuff, they think they can get away with anything. And they are launching, and I did some videos, they are launching GPUs for the same price of full systems, which is insane how they think they can get away with it. They are not getting away very well with this. People with money will buy always the biggest stuff and the most usually expensive, because people correlate expensive with better, which is not always the case. But and at least at the high end, the Halo product, which is the 4090, which is a complete beast of performance, I give them that. But in some markets, we equivalent $2,000. It's insane, just for one component of a total gaming rig or whatever you need to do with your PC. And again, this 4070 Ti, same price as the unlaunched 4080 12 gigabytes. It's I don't have words to describe it. I can swear a lot because this is it's a contention point for me, how this company thinks that they can get away with this. It's too much. It's too much for people that, especially in the downturn, in terms of what we can call it, a global economic downturn, and they just think they can get away with it. I don't know. They must think people will sell their houses to buy GPUs. I don't know where their heads are, but they are going to have to get down on the GPU prices if they want to start selling, because the 7000 series from AMD is coming, and is coming below 1000, the critical waterline of $1,000, and it's going to beat 4080s like nobody business, and I think then we will see some lowering of the prices. Still, AMD is so anxiously expected that they now starting to think they don't have enough supply for the expected demand now, because people are just fed up with over $1,000 MSRP. You have some previous generations from the 30s, 4080s, even some 4070s and 4090s. They are still above the MSRP when they were launched, like at least 2 years ago, which is stupid, insane. Nvidia is trying to. They are manipulating the market regarding demand and offer, so they can keep their GPUs high, which is that's why we need companies like Intel, and if possibly other companies, to manufacture GPUs to be competitive, at least in terms of performance and especially on price, so we can have a regular market where we can have decent GPUs for affordable prices. I will stop now ranting, but basically this is it. They're just trying to they just change the name, keep the price and the performance. Supposedly it's the same, but I saw some reports that it's going to be probably a little bit less in terms of performance from the 4080 12 gigabytes, because I think they are just disabling some stuff here and there, so they can justify the fact that it is not a 4080 12 gigabytes, just renamed. So it's even worse than this title might suggest. But yeah, regarding PC hardware, this is it, GPU market. Now for some probably good news, which is Dead Island. They dropped a gruesome new trailer. It's kind of good news because I think this can be an improvement. I saw the trailer, gave me how it calls the other game that I like very much. I'm so sorry, I've completely forgot the name. But it gave me some decent vibes on the gameplay. I not love the trailer because it's too much. They try to be funny with the thing, but the bad thing here, it's the editions. Again, I ramble about the editions, game editions before. Usually Ubisoft is the main culprit. They do a lot of infinite editions of a freaking game, and as you can see, we have the Pulp edition, Hell of edition, Deluxe edition, Gold edition, from ranging from $70 to 120. It's like then they put like pre-order bonus, expansion pass. I don't understand. That's why I like how, for example, CD Projekt did with The Witcher 3, and it's supposedly going to do with Cyberpunk. You just launch an edition, launch the game. Okay, you can have DLC, and then after the DLC is launched, it can be charged on the side. But when you launch the GOT edition, everything is included. No need to go around and see if your edition has the thing that the other edition has, and so forth, and try to milk customers' money from things that are already expensive, at least for us, like $70 until 120. It's too much. But I think the game looks good. Dying Light, that's the name of the game that I was trying to remember. At least the combat stuff was very Dying Lightly. I didn't see any parkour, at least that I can remember, that remind me, but the how the fight is going, because Dying Light is it's a good game. I didn't play the second one. I played a little bit of the first one, and I enjoy it very much. Especially the parkour system is very good from what they did at the time. But yeah, it seems good. The game versions, editions, I hate. And to wrap up, some rumors. Supposedly the Uncharted series is being rebooted from another studio, but Naughty Dog supposedly is going to initially assist on this development. How they're going about it, I cannot understand very well. This is like rumors, especially from where they come here. They don't have like a history of having leaks and rumors, right? But it seems that they are going to reboot all the games, supposedly for better graphics and everything, probably some gameplay stuff, because it's an action game, so it's like shooting and stuff, have a puzzle here or there. I like the games because I didn't play myself. I saw it on YouTube. I don't remember the channel, but I enjoyed it because it put some gameplay, the main gameplay, and then the story wise, so I can get all the story out of it. We'll see, because Uncharted 4 is not very old that much. It has a PC port, which seems very good. I didn't see any footage here, but the PC version, it's the best version to play this last game. I think there are I don't know if they already did some PC ports for the older games. I'm not sure. I never paid attention too much on this, but from what I gather, the Sony, it's the one that has the rights for this IP, I think. I'm not sure. That's why maybe they are trying to revamp, because we are like the movies from years ago. We have the rebooting stuff. It's like a cycle of some sorts. I don't know what's going on. I think some creative guys, they're running out of ideas, but that's the way it is at the moment. I hope that at least today the Game Awards give us some good news, only good news. There are a lot of rumors what's going to appear. I covered some of them in previous videos. I will try to see. I'm not sure yet in my time zone when the stream is going live in my time zone, because I'm in Middle East. I'm in Dubai, so I'm not sure what time it's in my time zone to. But for sure, if not today, if tomorrow early morning, I will try to get to see at least not the awards itself, but the reveals, because the awards is awards. They congratulate themselves between the industry, but it's always interesting to know all that stuff. But I'm more interested in new trailers or new gameplay that might come out. I don't know, and I try to put a video with all the main points that interested me regarding the Game Awards event. And of course, if any more news comes out outside the Game Awards, I will try to cover it also. But for today, it's only these few topics with some rooms attached, and I will wrap up here with my go get funding stuff to upgrade my PC. It's for me to upgrade my quality and variety, and also the workflow of my PC work, so I can deliver better and more content to my private clients. Everything is that I talk here is has links on the description from the sources and the articles. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to leave some feedback of everything that the topics that I cover here. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, Kunamy Master out.